You can share a bed and still feel completely alone in your relationship. You can share a house with someone and still feel really alone. You can share a bed, a calendar, children, bills, meals, church, family, events, responsibilities, and still feel emotionally disconnected. You know, that is one of the quietest pains that we have in marriage. Married, but lonely. Together, but distant. Functioning, but not really feeling close. Why do couples ignore this, especially before it's too late? Because nothing dramatic may be happening on the outside. Many couples will ignore it. They tell themselves, we're busy, the kids are young, we're going to get through this season. Every couple goes through this. Hey, at least we're not fighting all the time, right? But loneliness in marriage is not always loud. And I want you to think about that. Sometimes it looks like two people who manage life really well, but they no longer feel emotionally safe with each other. They talk about schedules, but not their fears. They talk about the children and their calendars, but not about their dreams anymore. I know this one for sure. We solved problems well, but sometimes we did not share our hearts. You know, we can sit in the same room but feel miles apart. And the dangerous part is this. When loneliness becomes normal, couples stop expecting intimacy. They stop reaching. They stop asking. They stop trying to be understood. And worse yet, they protect themselves from disappointment by lowering that desire for connection. But your heart was not designed for that. Marriage was not designed to be silent, a silent partnership of logistics. It was designed to be a place where two people are known, seen, loved, challenged, supported, and restored. You know, proximity is not necessarily connection. So why does loneliness happen inside marriage? One reason is that many couples confuse proximity with connection. What do I mean by that? Well, we're near each other, right? We're seeing each other many times a day. So connection means, hey, we're emotionally available to each other. But that's not the same as being in the same room. You can be physically present, but emotionally unavailable. You can be kind and still not open. You can be responsible, but really guard yourself. You know, we know you can provide, serve, and still not let your spouse see what's happening inside your heart. One of the things that I want to talk about with this is shame. Okay, Diane, what do you mean? Well, another reason couples feel lonely sometimes is shame. Because shame says, if I tell the truth, I'll be judged. If I share this fear, I might be rejected. If I say what I need, I'll sound needy. If I admit that I'm hurt, maybe I will just be too much for this man or this woman. So instead of opening up, we hide. And when both people hide, the marriage may look peaceful, but the hearts inside it become very isolated. So how do we work our way back? You know, in our face-to-face material, we talk about vulnerability and why. Because vulnerability is the doorway back to intimacy. So hold on, stick with me. It's not dramatic vulnerability. It's not unsafe exposure. It's not dumping every emotion without wisdom or posting crazy stuff online. But it's the honest, steady courage to say, hey, this is what I've been carrying. This is where I feel disconnected with you right now. And most importantly, this is what I miss about us. And how about this? This is what I need to understand about you right now. Or this is what I'm afraid to really say right now. You know, loneliness begins to break when truth enters the room with love. So if you feel lonely in your marriage, I want you to hear this really clearly. Loneliness is not proof that your marriage is over. No way. But it is a signal. It's telling you that your heart longs for connection again. It's telling you that something needs attention. It's inviting you and your spouse to stop just managing life, and start meeting each other again. So, we want you to do an exercise together. If this makes sense to you, or hey, maybe you don't even want to get there. You're better, but you don't want to get there. Here's a simple exercise for today. Sit down for 10 minutes. No phones, no correction, no defending. Each person answers this sentence alone. Lately, I have felt close to you when? And then answer that. Now, lately, I have felt distant from you when? And finally, one small way I would love to reconnect this week is those 3 things. Keep it simple, keep it kind. Don't turn into a courtroom, turn it into a bridge. Remember, you're trying to build that connection back. You know, because many marriages do not need more noise, they need one honest conversation that opens the door to the next one. You do not have to stay lonely while you're married. You can begin again, face to face, one honest moment at a time. Please share this video with your spouse and ask, hey, have we been close in logistics but distant in heart lately? And subscribe so we can keep walking this out together.